Hello and welcome to our virtual 2023 Veterans Day Memorial Service. We wanted to do something special for our veterans since tomorrow is Veterans Day, and we were unable to celebrate this week due to the quarantine. But please don't worry, because on Monday at 3 o'clock in the sunroom, we will be holding our Veterans Day pinning ceremony. And now, please enjoy our service. We are so grateful for each and every one of you who have tuned in virtually to support our veterans. Let us first join by saluting the American flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay. Please join me in singing our country's national anthem. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
This is America, also known as My Country 'Tis of Thee, a song written by Samuel Smith back in 1831. This song is extra special as well, because the first time it was ever performed was right here in Boston. Well, it's Waltham, but Boston-ish. Goes like this.
My country, 'tis of thee, sweet land of liberty, of thee I sing. Land where my fathers died, land of the pilgrim's pride, from every mountainside let freedom ring. My country, 'tis of thee, sweet land of liberty, of thee I sing. Land where my fathers died, land of the pilgrim's pride, from every mountainside let freedom ring.
I would like to read a speech that President Washington gave. He gave the speech before World War II had even begun. This was a speech he gave at the Arlington National Cemetery back on Armistice Day, what Veterans Day used to be called, on November 11th, back in 1942. In Arlington, we are in the presence of the honored dead. We are accountable to them and accountable to the generations yet unborn for whom they gave their lives. Today, as on all Armistice Days since 1918, our thoughts go back to the First World War. and we remember with gratitude the bravery of the men who fought and helped to win that fight against German militarism. But this year our thoughts are also very much on the living present, and of the future which we begin to see opening before us, a picture illuminated by a new light of hope. Today, Americans and their British brothers in arms are again fighting on French soil. They are again fighting against a German militarism which transcends 100-fold the brutality and barbarism of 1918. The Nazis of today and their appropriate associations, the Japanese, have attended to dive history into reverse, to use all the mechanics of modern civilization to drive humanity back to the conditions of prehistoric savagery. They sought to conquer the world, and for a time, they seemed to be successful in realizing their boundless ambition. They overran great territories, they enslaved, they killed. But today we know, and they know, that they have conquered nothing. Today they face inevitable, final defeat. Yes, the forces of liberation are advancing. Britain, Russia, China, and the United States grow rapidly to full strength. The opponents of decency and justice have passed their peak. And, as the result of recent events, very recent, the United States and the United Nations forces are being joined by large numbers of the fighting men and our traditional ally, France. On this day, of all days, it is heartening for us to know that soldiers of France go forward with the United Nations. The American unknown soldier, who lies here, did not give his life on the fields of France merely to defend his American home for the moment that was passing. He gave it so that his family, his neighbors, and all his fellow Americans might live in peace in the days to come. His hope was not fulfilled. American soldiers are giving their lives today in all the continents and on all the seas in order that the dream of the unknown soldier may at last come true. All the heroism, all the unconquerable devotion that free men and women are showing in this war shall make certain the survival and the advancement of civilization. That is why on this day of remembrance, we do not cease from our work. We are going about our tasks in behalf of our fighting men everywhere. Our thoughts turn in gratitude to those who have served and saved our nation in days gone by. We stand in the presence of the honored dead. We stand accountable to them and to the generations yet unborn for whom they gave their lives. God, the Father of all living, watches over these hallowed graves and blesses the souls of those who rest here. May He keep us strong in the courage that will win the war, and may He impart to us the wisdom and the vision that we shall need for true victory and the peace which is to come.